Hello, it's the webinar of intro webinar for BetterTrader. My name is Eyal. I'm the CEO of the company. What I want to pass with you today is the best practice that and how to use BetterTrader, and which kind of value you can get from this. Let me first of all a bit introduce myself, my experience, and the company. And the people behind the company and why we generated or why we even founded Better Trader. I used to be a day trader, full-time day trader for more than 7 years in front of the screen all the day, algo trading, discretionary, which is manual trading. And we had a very professional environment, including voice assistant and including analyst and whatever we just need to be successful traders. And that was a very interesting period and very successful time for myself. But still, it was very hard to analyze data in real time with all the supportive environment. And in this time started the seeds for Better Trader, that there is some tools that available only in professional trading rooms. The traders at home don't have them, don't have access, and even don't they have the ability to develop them, because even if they know how to develop this, they cannot. They don't have the time, and it's not worth to develop these technical tools. And today, professional traders have algo trading tools, have algo assistant tools that support them and help them to get in and out from the market to analyze the information. And that's what this is exactly what we are trying to accomplish in Better Trader, is to support the single trader with the ability of the professional traders without hiring all this team of analysts and all these expensive computers and algo trading and statistics guys and math guys and computer science guys, all this to support you with all the information that you need in real time to take a decision and to execute. And you have hard work, even if you have all the analysis. It's not like a black box. You get it, you do it, and you accomplish your mission. To be a successful trader, it's good analysis, good technology, good execution, good psychology, and Better Trader here to cover the Better Trader is here to cover the analysis part, and this can help you to execute much, let's call it much patiently and without the stress if you're doing the right decision or not, because we don't know if it's a right decision or not. It's not a science. It's about statistics. So we're here to give you the statistical verification if it's right or it's a good opportunity or not. And I will start to do some overview of the system and the benefit of each part of the system. Each one of you probably will see different benefit because you trade in the go with your mobile or you trade from the desktop. So you have several screens. So you need the voice assistant, which is less important if you trade only on the go, and so on. Let's start with the basic here. There is the markets tab, which you can add here the instrument that you care about. It's like your watch list. When you care about instrument, the way that you add it, it's like this, like you mark the star, you get it in your watch list, and then we know, like the system know, you're interested about USD Canadian dollar, which it means that we will start to drive the trade ideas here, all this feed of the trade ideas, which we will get into it in a moment, based on the instrument that in your watch list. So if you care about some instrument and you want to get trade idea for this, let us know. And the way to let us know is to follow this event. Okay, so this is the watch list. It's very simple. The calendar. Every economic event that happened in the world appear here. If it's important or not, it's depend what you trade. So the way to get to keep track on your on the events that you care about, you come here, calendar filter, you choose the currency that you care about, the impact, if you want to see all the events, which is not recommended, medium and high impact, and then you come to the calendar and it's here. For any economic event, there is expectation and there is the actual value. The expectation, it's what the average of the 50 analysts that they said, and everyone expect for this. So if the actual number in the release time appear here and it's the same as expected, no news. No one really care about this release, or like not surprised with this release. The market move based on surprises. So if there is the actual number, if let's pick event from core CPI, very important event tomorrow, especially now when everyone care about the interest rate. So core CPI going to release tomorrow. The expectation is 0.2. What you going to trade? We can prepare from this. Like here is the way that we can even prepare. If it's going to be much weaker, we can be focused on Nasdaq 100. It means less, like smaller number here than 0.2, much weaker, which is will be, you will see the indication here, the magnitude of surprise, much weaker, leave the Nasdaq. So 10 out of 12 times the Nasdaq went up after much weaker core CPI. So tomorrow, once the event release, you get the number here, you will get the magnitude of surprise here. Then you know, okay, there is good trade for the Nasdaq. So even before the event release, you can prepare with the potential trade idea. We can load the Nasdaq from here, and I like to work with the Oanda feed. They have like stable feed. I can open the Nasdaq here before the event release. Now it's pushing down. I can open the Nasdaq here 1 minute. I can open the Nasdaq here 5 minutes. And this is even before the event release. So I can prepare and say, okay, if it's going to be much weaker, I'm going to looking for some long trade in the Nasdaq. If it's going to be much stronger, there is some good short trade for the gold. So I will the same. We'll do here, like we load the charts before the event release, gold. And once the event release, this is my focus. If I'm going to get some good trade idea for the gold or for the Nasdaq, I'm going to trade it. That's the only two instruments that I'm going to execute. Here I can prepare for this. I have the table which can recognize for me. So that's the way we can prepare for the next event. And that's what you have here from the calendar. So this is event that in the future. What we can do is after the event release, it will look something like, let's pick something nice. This housing starts in Canada, it was extremely weaker. This is our indication. Everything is statistically based. Extremely weaker. There is trade idea for the USD Canadian dollar. Open it, long USD Canadian dollar. This event was yesterday, but just to let you see the experience after the event release, you get the magnitude of surprise here. How much this actual number worse than expected. And this is unique for this system. And what is the trade idea? What kind of trade you can execute, including entry price, stop loss, and so on. The trade idea, and this is very important, based on similar situation of the same extremely weaker housing starts in Canada. So at the last 3 years, when it was extremely weaker housing starts in Canada, by USD Canadian dollar was very good opportunity, and the success, the profit target, it's this one. The stop loss that hold you in all the success trade is this one, and so on. So this is the calendar. You can prepare for the next event, and after event release, you get it here. Here is the trade idea. You get here two kinds of trade idea. Trade ideas like from the calendar, the generated by economic event, which we call them news-driven trade ideas. And trade idea that generated by price movement. So let's add some instruments. Let's add, it's good, indices, S&P 500, I add it to my watch list. So now I will get like trade idea here. This trade idea, looks like this just detected now, but let's take this one. Price-driven trade idea. This is interesting. This trade idea was detected after S&P moved down 1.5% from yesterday close. So significant move in the S&P 500, 1.5% from yesterday close. It's a lot. What to do? Short S&P 500. This is the trade idea. Why? Because in similar situation that the S&P 500 went down 1.5%, it's continued to went down. And then you can see here the entry price. This is the current price, and this is the profit target, which is 34.5. Let's do something like this. S&P 500, you can get it here. So the trade idea was to place the profit target in 2834.5. Let's say 2835. By the way, it's not a science. Like, manage it from your experience. If you see the market stop or something like this, don't try to get exact the number. You need to execute around those levels. So the lowest point that the market get here, it's 34.9. So, and then it's bounced back. It's still in the money, but that's the kind of trade idea. Something happened, price movement, and then the S&P follow it, like what's happened after. Okay, so this is the trade ideas. This is the calendar which we cover. Here you have the charts. Another thing, we have the backtester. The backtester, I will talk about this shortly. It gives you the ability to see the charts. So even before the event release. Unemployment rate going to release tomorrow. What should I do? I can prepare. Let's simulate. What if the unemployment rate going to be weaker? You see here there is 8 out of 9 times S&P moved up following weaker unemployment rate. And then I can see the charts themselves. So I don't need to trust the trade idea. I have access to the charts. I can see every single time that this event happened, like weaker than expected, and see how the market reacted. And you can see every one of them. This is 15 minutes before and 90 minutes after. This is another opportunity that it's happened. 15 minutes before, 90 minutes after. So, and again and again. So you can see there is some consistency in the past after some events. The same you can test for any trade idea. So have some trade idea. The system said S&P 500 short. You can one click here, and you will get similar situation that this trade idea generated, and you can see not only the statistics, you can see the charts by themselves. So what's happened in similar situation, and here you can get like the real-time charts for the S&P. This is about the backtester. It's for people that want to see like the situation visually, what's happened in similar situation. One more thing that I want to represent for you, it's the voice assistant. It's here. It could be very helpful, especially from desktop. Okay, the voice assistant gives us the ability to get notifications by voice of men, which you can see it here. Under the menu, there is the voice assistant, and you click, and you can get tweet of Trump, Elon Musk, Bloomberg, any significant tweet you will get into the system. The system will read it for you. Reminder for economic events, reminder of trade ideas, exchange, close, and opening. So you stay up to date by voice all the time. And that's the voice assistant. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. If not, I will, during you ask the questions, I will cover about the pricing. Which plan. There is mainly 2 plans that relevant. I think it's the smart plan and the backtester plan. The backtester plan include everything. I will move to monthly payment so you can see it. The backtester plan, it include everything voice assistant, backtester, and so on. And the price is $79 a month. The smart plan, it's everything exclude the backtester. It means that if you trade from mobile, you don't need the backtester. This plan is enough for you, the smart plan. If you want to get the backtester, the only plan that included is the backtester, which this plan, it's include everything. What I want to share with you is um, the deal that we currently have. This deal is $300 a year, and it includes access to everything. It means the backtester plan, it's $25 a month, $299 a year. It's billed annually. I will place the link for you in the chat. So if you like, you have access to purchase it. It's not available through the app because it's a special plan that will not stay time. So we sell it externally. It's in the chat. And if you have any question, now is the time. If you have any specific question, you always can ask in the chat, John there. And you can send me email directly if you like. Thank you for joining this webinar. If you want a more technical webinar about the backtester, it's the next webinar that you can subscribe always and join. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to send us. Thank you for your time of coming today, and good luck. Thank you, Daniel. Bye bye. Have nice trading.